So you may have noticed that COVID is kind of popping up again. I don't think that this is going to be like a big deal, but if it does, there are some small changes you can make to your investing that could give you the opportunity to profit a lot more if COVID does happen again. So that's kind of what I'm going to go over in this video. I'm just going to go over some like small tips that you could implement into your investing right now that really won't make a big change if COVID doesn't happen. But if COVID does kind of happen again, we have another mini lockdown or just a lockdown again, you'll be able to profit more than everyone else who doesn't do this. I just want to state that I'm not like a medical or financial professional. This is just what I'm doing right now because I know a couple people getting COVID. There's talks about COVID lockdown happening again. This is just what I'm doing to prepare for the possibility of that happening. All right, so like the first thing I would do right now, what I'm doing right now before COVID round 2 happens, is I'm trying to put a little bit of money into some of the companies that did really well the first time. So like technology companies, pharmaceutical companies, the ones that did really well the first time would probably do well if COVID happened again. I don't want to tell you any specific stocks I'm investing in right now, but the technology sector, the healthcare sector, consumer staples sector, online retail sector, video streaming and entertainment sectors like, Zoom or Netflix or whatever, pharmaceutical and biotechnology, that's kind of similar to healthcare, the energy sector, especially clean energy, because that is going to be, I think, better for long term, and also maybe like home improvement, like, Lowe's or Home Depot, because people are going to be stuck at home if we have a lockdown too. Now, right now, I don't know if COVID's going to happen again. I'm assuming it's not going to happen, but I'm still just preparing. So I'm only putting a little bit of money into these companies, and I'm only putting money into companies I'm okay with holding long term, even if COVID doesn't happen again. So don't be buying companies you think are going to blow up just because of COVID, because if it doesn't happen, then you're just going to waste money and lose money. I'm also not investing a ton right now, so I'm actually putting a little bit of cash on the side. So if COVID does happen again and there's a big dip in the market, you have a lot more capital to jump on that opportunity and those discounted companies that will do really badly during COVID but still perform well long term. So it's good to keep some cash on the side. All right, so that's pretty much everything I'm doing right now that I can do before this COVID-2 would happen. But if COVID-2 does actually happen, here's what I will do from then. I'm assuming that the stocks I picked specifically for this scenario would be doing very well, so I can start actually taking some profit if I want, or I can keep holding long term. Let's just say I want to start taking some profit. You can kind of like reverse dollar cost average and just take out a little bit every week or every month, and then you could start reinvesting this money into the companies that are at an extreme discount. It's important to be greedy right now because the people who made the most money during COVID bought up a ton of stocks during the initial drop in the market. So if you could just be buying during this bottom period, in a year, 2 years, you'll be looking very, very good. But if we go back to what you can do now, you shouldn't be doing anything drastic. If you just make these small changes, they shouldn't affect you very negatively if COVID doesn't happen. So you want to just kind of be smart, be safe. Don't make any extremely risky investments assuming this COVID lockdown 2 would happen, because there's a good chance it doesn't even happen. But I think it's just still good to be preparing. Let me know down in the comments if you're doing anything to prepare for a possible COVID-2. I'm interested to see if anyone else is kind of thinking like me right now. But that is all for this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.